Here's an old farmer's adage from Iowa. It's always the dirtiest, filthiest pigs that squeal the loudest. And Thomas Massie is a pig who's been squealing, calling President Trump's administration the Epstein administration, constantly banging on about the Congressional Slush Fund. You know who also did this? Eric Swalwell. Oh, victims, victims, victims. Oh, these poor women. Meanwhile, Eric Swalwell straight up drugging and choking women up in his hotel rooms, has like a staffer list as long as my arm of staffers that say that he committed sexual assault against them. It's like 50 different charges against him. Had to drop out of politics, drop out of the governor's race. Entire life up in flames. GOP lawmakers demand release of Congressional Slush Fund list. Okay, cool. I agree with that, by the way. Thomas Massie and Marjorie Taylor Greene are the ones who led this. Marjorie Taylor Greene resigned from Congress and fled America, now lives in a $5 million Costa Rica mansion. Very America first of her, by the way. Entered Congress with very little money and then left with tens of millions of dollars. Strange how that happens. Like Ilhan Omar, same thing. Ilhan Omar wants to create a new political party with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Isn't that convenient? Thomas Massie, also somebody who's calling for the release of sexual assault claims. Well, here it is. Here's his dream come true. Thomas Massie, who never votes with the Republicans, who always votes against President Trump, who in a razor-thin minority is the number one vote that Democrats can count on. Thomas Massie voted more with Democrats than he voted with Republicans this cycle. He's up in a primary in the next week. It'll be really nice to see him lose. I want to see him lose. But Thomas Massie, by every definition, is functionally a Democrat. So you should either switch party or lose. But now he's losing in a very big way online because my entire feed is this story and this GIF, Thomas Massie disappearing into the bushes. Why? Because Thomas Massie was having an affair with a woman named Cynthia West. He was abusive with her. She was scared of him, and Massie tried to bribe her with campaign funds to be quiet. I have her sworn video testimony. Massie must withdraw from the race. Oh, no. So here is a video that is gone thermonuclear online and allegations against Thomas Massie, that Thomas Massie was using campaign funds to pay off girlfriends that went bad. It gets darker than that. This is a crazy story. Here we go. Apparently, Thomas Massie was smart enough to not use campaign funds for his proposed hush money payment. Good for you, Thomas Massie. Here he is talking about not using campaign expenses for his slush fund. Oh boy, why is this photo going viral? This kind of sums up the allegations, and I'll play you the video in just one moment. Thomas Massie posting photos on his Tinder. My beloved wife was my everything. She passed away an hour ago. Life is short. Liberty is shorter. She'd want me to be happy, probably. Now I'm single and constitutionally ready to mingle. Christian, conservative, off the grid romantic. I love America, my cattle, raw milk, and a woman who respects the Fourth Amendment. Swipe right if you're emotionally available before the funeral. Why people are making this joke is that it's very dark, but the timeline doesn't match up. And I would never make a joke about somebody's dead wife. This is not the channel for that. I would do my best to keep above board here. But this is what Thomas Massie did literally right after his wife passed away from what I believe is cancer, some horrible disease, and we never wish ill on anyone. It's horrible, and we shouldn't laugh at it. But Thomas Massie married very quickly afterwards, and then started apparently seeing someone right after, literally right after his wife died. Thomas Massie's allegations are serious. The accuser has the receipts. There are messages, calls, trips, NDAs, promising $60,000 for silence. He allegedly got her a job in D.C., working for another member of Congress. She claims that he wanted her to engage in behavior that she wasn't comfortable with and became emotionally abusive when she refused. She also claims that Massie offered her $5,000 to drop the initial complaint, and $60,000 offer came later. On its face, had the allegations been emotional abuse only, I don't think it rises to unfit for office. However, the payment for silence is very troubling. Will Thomas Massie step away? These allegations have been public for almost 12 hours, and now Thomas Massie hasn't denied a single thing. His office is posting about other things, hiding replies, though. Democrats had the story and probably used it to force Massie to do their bidding. No wonder they shilled to keep him in office. I encourage you to watch the full thing. Okay, here's like a little interview with the
forms or identify any evidence or identify witnesses.
Yeah.
Did you comply with all those requirements?
I did.
And in the course of filling out those documents, did you by any chance list Thomas Massie as a potential witness?
I did, yes.
How did he react to that?
Well, out of courtesy, when I started the process, I called him up to let him know. And he was very angry. And he said, you're just one person, that you can't make a difference, that you need to just walk away. And then he had $5,000 that he said that he would give me if I would just walk away. I didn't take it, though.
Did he offer you a check?
No, he has cash. So it's part of his cow money, right? It's his non-traceable money.
Cow money, huh?
No, wait a minute.
That's a new one.
You said it's part of his cow money?
Yeah, because he's got cows. He sells cows and he gets cash, and he keeps it kind of. Yeah.
He doesn't report it?
No.
Sorry, I'm not trying to laugh at this. This isn't going away. Wait, it's part of his cow money? Again, I encourage you. I'm not going to play the full video for you. I'm showing you the accounts upon which this full video is.
But the story she shared with me revealed a very different picture, a darker picture, a deeply troubling one. More than once during our conversations, her fear overcame her courage. More than once, she considered remaining silent.
Okay, so I encourage you to watch the whole thing. Obviously, you know, I'm no fan of what they did to Brett Kavanaugh or anything like that, but I'm like very concerned about the allegations here. Cheating husband in Congress, Thomas Massie, $60,000 payoff, NDA agreement, rejected. I mean, when did this affair start? There must be a full investigation into Thomas Massie and what he's doing with his cow money. Cow money is now trending. Release the files. Thomas Massie. I feel like it's going to get worse. Thomas Massie caught on tape making fun of his wife's death. Kentucky is effed up or stupid to vote for him. Thomas Massie is trending for having an affair before his sickly wife died and trying to pay off his staffer. Heartbreaking news out of Kentucky. His late wife's Kentucky-born family owned the farm. Massie is a swindler from Massachusetts, and he inherited it. Yikes. Thomas Massie was caught cheating on his dying wife, and then she passed away and he started taking Ozempic, lost 40 pounds, and married his younger girlfriend. This guy is pure trash. Thomas Massie tells Tucker Carlson he got remarried 16 months after his wife passed away. That's common among men who are widowers that have wonderful marriages. Anybody surprised that the two loudest voices in Congress trying to link President Trump to the Epstein file turned out to be these two perverts? You'd find that's a baller photo there of Eric Swalwell. He looks like a retarded seal in that, and it's funny to me. The whole thing is not funny though. Here we go. She has apparently DMs and all the documents, even after 2 months. DM'd her 2 months after his wife passed away. Massie ended up getting her a congressional staffer job in D.C., pressured her to be involved in deviant sexual behavior with him. Cynthia rejected, feeling pressured and uncomfortable. When she rejected, Thomas Massie had her fired, bribed her, threatened to file a complaint. A complaint was filed in fall of 2025. Oh, really? These complaints that Thomas Massie was calling for? It's really remarkable here. Thomas Massie must resign today. Newly released testimony shows that he's a sexual deviant who abused a woman right after his wife's death, or perhaps before. Timeline's a little fuzzy, honestly. And then offered her cash to stay silent. This is the same guy that keeps going on about Epstein and principles. Withdraw from the race now. Dan was right. Thomas Massie is a liar, grifter, a fraud. Thank you and good morning. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Men need to be perp walked. Serious allegations, ladies and gentlemen. This is Thomas Massie. It's always the guys that yap so loudly, right? I'm so much better than the Epstein class. You are the Epstein class, bro. Look at this. Congress has secretly paid out more than $17 million of your money. So this is a great question. Is it cow money or is it money from Congress? Is it money from Congress that Thomas Massie was potentially using here? Is this the hush money? I don't know. I encourage you to go watch this full interview, this deposition, please, and you'll be able to see all the allegations herein. They're pretty bombshell allegations, and if indeed they are true, then he does need to drop out. You can't run as a Republican like that. You shouldn't be able to run for any office like this. Is there something potentially criminal here? I don't exactly know, but I can tell you this, that it's something horribly immoral. Not going to talk about some guy's dead wife, right? That kind of stuff is a tragedy. I got a family. I don't like people talking about my family, but there are, like, it is like the timelines on these kind of things is really important. And if you are found to be having an affair and on your wife when she's dying, I don't know if that's what happened here, but Thomas Massie was involved with now multiple women very soon after his wife's death. I mean, that is like, dude, that is like one of the most sickly, immoral things. If that's what proves out to be true here in the timeline, oh gosh, truly disqualifying, just repulsively immoral. But I don't like Thomas Massie, and I hope he loses. And I hope you do. I hope you want him to lose as well. He is an absolute charlatan and a grifter, and somebody who betrays his party and principles all the time in order to get clicks and the glow from the corporate media that hates us and wants us all in camps. So I don't like people like that. All right. I'll be happy to see him lose in 1 week if he doesn't drop out before then. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, subscribe. See